a will, there's a way. A common saying that our President Rodrigo Duterte was elected as a president of the current administration. And as his years goes by as a president, I've seen different kind of critics. Some are good and felt how I. And the people that surround me was still affected by both unpleasant and pleasant things by his administration. One of the strongest critics of the President Duterte is the undying issue about the violation of human rights. I believe that it is because of war on drugs program of the administration. Under his presidency, numerous number of surrenderies from drug addiction. This is what our country is looking for. But we can erase the fact that a lot of people's life was wasted. Even some are actually innocent. A lot of Filipino people are in suffer, and some are in mourning because of their family's death. A lot of Filipino people who will actually in great help in changing our country for the better had been put into waste. It is because of uneven and awful way of eradicating this kind of social economic cancer. Although I believe that Duterte's administration desires to put our country into better economic situation and would never been happen if there's a lot of Filipino life put and being played into waste. Killing is not the solution. It is only result into chaos. I understand that the administration wanted to fight the crime, corruption, and the illegal drugs. But then again, death penalty is not the last option and never been the best solution for the president who is hoping for the best can do in fighting the drugs. Moreover, President Rodrigo Duterte is somehow a man of his word and never pretend who he is. He contributed a lot in our country. One of the evidence is the infrastructure project, which is the Build program. Despite the bad things of the president, I actually admire his dedication and support for that. His language is rude, he courses too, but he's a leader with firm determination to settle and find solution. He's a leader to be called terror, but deep within is still with a heart. Thus, I urge every Filipino youth and that includes me, to relentlessly strive for the Philippines, where peace and humanity thrive. A society where every one of us, a Filipino, has the mobility to exercise the basic human right. And now, the new administration of President Duterte. The Filipino youth challenge everyone to push for the change that respects the process of justice system, gives equality for every Filipino, and provides for the victims of extrajudicial killing, and also for the violation of human rights, and the utmost accountability for the prosecution of all the victims of extrajudicial killing. I, as a youth and a young scholar, continually believes for the power of the youth that brings our country for the better and for the change. It is not yet too late. We are just starting. Once again, pikit sa katotohanan, dilat sa karimlan. Sino ka dito?
For the past few years, a man named Rodrigo Duterte, who is the mayor and now the president of the Philippines, is the most valuable, most terror, most fearless president of the administration for this year. Rodrigo Duterte is brave, but some people manages to destroy his work because of his fearless and bad attitudes. Of the most hated and disliked of our president is what we call being addict to drugs like cocaine, like shabu, and also marijuana, because he don't like using and he don't like that the people of our country is destroying their life. So we must change the way or the people to make the country good, healthy, and be most powerful, even though we are small, but we are great. And he's always saying that number one of that he's saying is, I hate drugs, because drugs is bad for your health. So his plan, his action is killing, to make the people fear our president, to stop being addict, because being addict to drugs makes your life destroyed and makes you get weak or getting die because of being addict to drugs, because he said, I hate drugs. Despite on focusing on drugs, he also focused in building new structure, like the project that he said of build program, of building more infrastructure to make our Philippines more on technology, more infrastructure, more big buildings, so that our Philippines will be on top. And one of the most latest news about our president of his work is by cleaning the most dirtiest and the most ugliest bay in Manila is the Manila Bay. By cleaning it, the bay was so nice that people can now make wet or make swim to that bay, because Manila Bay now is clean, because nothing is impossible if you do it. Also, the one of the most want our President Rodrigo Duterte is kids, because he love kids. He don't want kids to be like stray. He help bad jaws, stray people like there's no way to home. He give them food, give them shelter, he give them they want what they want, and also he wanted the stray people or the stray kids to have an educational background, like he want them to get what they want in their future, to achieve their dreams in life, to have goals, to have dreams, to have their future is the most wanted or the most wanted gift of our President Rodrigo Duterte. Also, the implementation of the martial law in Mindanao because of the war of the ISIS or the Maute group versus the government in the Marawi city of Mindanao is he implemented martial law because of that incident, to help the people to get away from that sudden incident, to get people more protective, more more uh, more health, and away from all of that incident, so that the people won't and that incident won't happen again, so that he implemented the martial law. Of the bad things happening in the Philippines, it's not over. We're just getting started. Just don't lose hope. Just trust our president of what he's doing because our future relies on him. So dream big, go big, and help our President Rodrigo Duterte for his campaign of war on drugs, martial law, and helping kids, and all of his project like Build program in order to succeed a good and happiest life in the Philippines.